Well, tonight my term as chair of NAED comes to an end, and what a great year it has been. I have learned so much and made so many great friends. It's hard to believe that it was almost a year ago that I stood up here and I told my story of how I joined this industry and how I made the decision to risk everything to buy City Electric. And it was taking that risk that ignited my passion for building a strong and healthy bottom line. And building that bottom line truly did become a passion, so much so that I chose it as my theme for my NAED chair. At City Electric, each team member understands how our company makes a profit, and more importantly, they understand how their job impacts that bottom line and keeps us as a healthy company. Well, from taking on the challenge of e-commerce to employee recruitment and retention, I have watched this association change and adapt to meet the needs. NAED is the voice of our industry. This is where we build relationships and friendships. This is where we ask the questions and where we can have a hand in creating solutions. So if you haven't yet been a part of an NAED council or a committee, I encourage you to do so. Take the chance. You won't regret it. Being part of the solution makes you stronger, makes your company stronger, and certainly makes this industry stronger. So it has truly been a pleasure and such an honor to serve as the chair. And I know that there are many things to look forward to from our association in the future. Now, before I turn over the reins to Maureen Barcima, I would like to share a story about turnover and one of the wonderful experiences that I had during the past year as the chair. It was early in my position that I was told that as chair, my husband and I, Ed, would be invited to attend the EUEW conference. This is the European Union of Electrical Wholesalers. It's very similar to our NAED. It's 58 years old and is represented by 16 countries across Europe. And they hold their annual meeting every year at a major city in Europe. So, of course, we were very excited about the opportunity to travel to Europe for this wonderful event. So it was in early June that Ed and I flew to Copenhagen and then on to Gdansk, Poland. This is the first time that this event was held in the eastern parts of Poland. And we were met by a driver who thankfully spoke English, but he took us to the beautiful seaside resort of Sopot, Poland. I now refer to this beautiful, amazing country as the Polish Riviera. It was absolutely gorgeous. So on the first night that we were there, the members gathered for a reception and a dinner event. And there were about 250 people, again, from 16 countries. And thankfully, most everyone spoke English, which was great for us. So I had an opportunity to speak to distributors and manufacturers as well. And during the conversations, I was asked several times, so Sandy, tell me, does City Electric have much turnover? To which I said, oh, no, we have very little turnover. It's not a problem for us. And then again, during dinner, I was asked, so how large is your turnover at City Electric? And I said, oh, it's not large at all. It's not a problem for us. So it wasn't until the next morning when they had the opening presentation, and a speaker from the European finance community posted a presentation with a slide that indicated that the turnover for the 2013 year was up slightly from the turnover from the 2012 year. And that's when I realized that apparently in Europe they refer to sales as turnover. Who knew? Well, I can tell you that my mind just raced back to the night before thinking about how I was bragging about the fact that we had very little turnover at City Electric. I'm thinking they must be saying, why exactly was she invited to this place? I don't know. So the moral of my story is that we all know that communication is very important. And it apparently doesn't matter if you're all speaking English, because we weren't speaking the same language. It would have been helpful if I had paid attention to the vernacular of the country I was visiting, but it was a great experience. Wanted to share that. But right now, tonight, I will turn over the reins to Maureen Barcima, knowing that she will provide excellent leadership to this organization and she will keep it moving forward. I'd like to also extend a personal thank you to all of the NAED distributors, the manufacturers, and the associate members for your dedication to not only NAED, but to this industry as a whole. And I'd also like to extend a very sincere thank you to the NAED staff. The work that they do is amazing. They make it very easy and comfortable to work here and to volunteer as part of this. I also had the pleasure of this past year working with Tom Neighbor, and I can say that this association is the voice of our industry because of his vision, his leadership, and his dedication. Tom, thank you so much. Additionally, I'd like to thank my team at City Electric because they have been tremendously supportive for my involvement in NAED and the time that I've had to spend away from the office. I'm sure they can't wait to see me come back. And also, when I was asked to serve as chair, I said that, well, I wanted to talk it over with my husband first before I made this commitment. And Ed said to me, Sandy, you go for it, because I've got your back. I will support you in any way I can. I'll go to the meetings, I'll carry your bags, I'll even listen to you practice your speeches, which he did. So, Ed, thank you so much for making it a great year. You're welcome. And now I am so pleased to pass on my responsibilities to Maureen Barcima. I have great confidence in her leadership abilities, and I know she's going to do a fantastic job. She has the heart, the dedication, and the energy to make this work and move this organization forward. So Maureen, I'm proud. If you would join me, please. I am so proud to pass this gavel on to you and tell you you're going to be great. You are going to be dynamite. And please extend a warm applause for Maureen and welcome her. Do you have more to say?
Thank you, Sandy. You have done a fantastic job as chair, and I want to personally thank you for your time, your leadership, and dedication. I couldn't be more fortunate to follow you. Your theme this past year focused on building the bottom line, which is incredibly vital to every organization. Thank you for your guidance during my term as chair-elect. I am fortunate to have the opportunity to continue to work with you in the coming year. Now, Sandy, don't run off just yet. Your team has a little surprise for you.
Well, good evening, Sandy. And you thought you were going to get out of this easy. We wanted to send a message, and we wanted to express how proud we were of all your accomplishments and everything that you've achieved.
Sandy, I just want to tell you that it's been great working for you. I started in '84, and I think I was 12 and you were 15. Thank you very much for this great ride, and I'm looking forward to many more years. Thanks.
Sandy, you've been a fantastic leader in all that you have done, and to lead a national organization like NAED has made me proud to say that I work for City Electric.
Working here at City Electric has always been very enjoyable, but working for you has been an honor. We are so proud of you. We think that you are a tremendous leader, and we just cannot be proud enough.
Your penchant for looking forward is only enhanced by the myriad of successes you've left in the past. Those of us who have had the privilege of working with you over a span of years know what's coming. So we'll strap ourselves in and wait to see what new adventures, and yes, I did use the plural, lie ahead.
Like all City Electric employees, I'm spellbound by your ability, your vision, your energy, and your leadership. I'm proud the first day that I joined City Electric, and I'm proud today to be part of this video to tell you so. Good luck always.